the roast that killed a relationship, and the karma that drove the bus. Ever sat through a family dinner so painfully uncomfortable it felt like you'd stumbled into a live taping of The Real Housewives of Suburbia? Yeah, that was me. Jake, 29, sandwich enthusiast, salt-of-the-earth type, apparently just a temporary boyfriend filling space. Let's rewind 6 months. I was dating this girl, Melissa, 27 years old, dental hygienist, had a cute smirk and this nervous giggle that came out whenever she was holding back a sarcastic remark. We'd been together for over a year. Things were getting serious. Sleepovers, weekend getaways, talks of moving in together. The kind of relationship that feels like it's leveling up. Everything was going great, except for one major obstacle. Her family. Her mom, Denise, ran the show like a tyrant in a designer sweater. The kind of woman who measures your worth by your job title and the logo on your car keys. Her worldview was simple. If you don't wear a white coat or rake in six figures, you barely register. And then there was Brittany, Melissa's older sister. She'd married Dr. Chad 3 years earlier, a cardiothoracic surgeon with a perfect smile, a sleek BMW, and all the loyalty of a cat in heat. But more on that later. Every time the family gathered, Dr. Chad was treated like he walked on water with a scalpel. You couldn't comment on the weather without Denise chiming in. Well, Chad says climate change is definitely real, and he's a doctor. This guy could cough, and she'd call it a medical breakthrough. Me? I manage construction projects. I make decent money, own my place, and drive a reliable pickup. Not flashy, but solid, just like me. You'd think that would be enough, right? Wrong. Let's talk about the night it all snapped. Thanksgiving Sunday dinner. Denise was in full performance mode. Chad had apparently just been promoted, published, or asked to lead the Avengers of surgery. I'd lost track. She was glowing like he'd just discovered the cure for death. And then came the verbal grenade. Brittany, sweetie, you really lucked out. A real man. A doctor. Someone with ambition. Denise beamed. Melissa, honey, you're settling. Look at your sister. I stared down at my plate. Melissa glanced at me, and then she said it. I know, Mom, but he'll do for now. Like I was a clearance appliance at Target. Something functional, but disposable. The room froze. Even Brittany blinked mid-smug smile. I chewed another bite of roast beef and grinned. To be fair, I said, this is the best pot roast you've ever made, Denise. Really stellar. Finished my dessert, kissed Melissa on the cheek, walked out, and never looked back. That same night, I blocked her number. The next morning, I dropped off her things at the front desk at her building. Key included. No note, just clean, surgical closure. But that was just the opening act. That night, the missed calls started. Unknown numbers. I ignored them all. Tuesday evening, she was waiting by my truck. Jake, what the hell? You blocked me. Yep, I said, unlocking the door. Figure it'd help you focus on finding someone, better than temporary. Come on, Jake, she said, exasperated. I didn't mean it like that. Oh, then how exactly did you mean it? Because it sounded a lot like I was just a placeholder. She flailed, stumbling over words. Said she was trying to shut her mom up, that she panicked, that it wasn't how she really felt. Melissa, or should I say, Nicole, whatever name you're going by this week, you don't drop a line like that unless some part of you believes it. I climbed into my truck. She stood there in tears, stunned, and still void of anything resembling accountability. Blocked more numbers. Found peace. Or so I thought. Enter Brittany. 2 weeks later, I was at my usual sandwich spot near the office. And in walks Brittany, looking like someone canceled her platinum Amex. Jake, we need to talk. Oh, do we? Melissa's been crying every day. She didn't mean what she said. Just like you didn't mean to marry Dr. House? I asked. That felt good. Jake, don't be cruel. I'm not. Just accurate. Kind of like your ex was, with those late-night texts to his nurse. Turns out Dr. Chad had been doing more than surgeries at the hospital. One of his fling's boyfriends found their messages and forwarded them to Brittany. Yep, karma didn't knock. It joined the family group chat. Apparently, Chad had also been blowing to their finances. Luxury trips, expensive toys, all funded by debt and ego. Brittany moved back in with Denise. The house? Mortgaged to the heavens. The marriage? Over. Denise? Suddenly very quiet at social events. Melissa? Still orbiting. Still asking around about me. Still telling anyone who listened that I overreacted. Then, for months after the infamous He'll Do for Now dinner, she showed up at my door, eyes puffy, bagels in hand, speech clearly rehearsed. Jake, please, I've had time to reflect. I made the biggest mistake of my life. I leaned on the doorframe. Which part? Saying I was a temporary fix, or thinking I'd still be here when you came crawling back? She swore she didn't mean it, that her mom pressured her, that I was the best thing that ever happened to her. If that were true, you have treated me like it. Instead, I was a backup plan, the safe bet. Now that your family's golden couple blew up, you want rebuild from the rubble. She pleaded for another chance. I shut the door softly. Didn't slam it, just ended it. It's been 6 weeks. Silence ever since. Brittany's divorce is finalized. Dr. Chad is renting a room somewhere, catching the bus, and facing malpractice rumors. Because of course. Denise? She's officially retired from offering relationship advice. Melissa? Reportedly told her mom to stay out of her love life now. Too little. Way too late. Me? I'm seeing someone new. Rachel, 3rd grade teacher. Thinks what I do for work is awesome. Laughs at my dumb jokes. Never once compared me to a man with a stethoscope. She tells her friends I make her feel safe. Seen. Respected. No drama. No pedestal. Just real mutual care. Moral of the story? If anyone ever calls you good enough for now, leave. Let karma do the rest. Turns out karma drives a bus, and Dr. Chad's riding shotgun. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Or, as Denise would say, Dr. Chad would have delivered a better one.